All right, Shalom. Shalom, yes, brother. This is Brother Yahweh Nah from the GMS Nashville camp, back here with another lesson. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS is pushing this word through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. The true name of the Heavenly Father and His begotten Son, which you people ignorantly, unlearning, and incorrectly calling God and Jesus Christ. The only true name of the Lord and the Son is Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, which means He exists, and the Son's name is Yahweh Shai, which means He delivers. Yahweh, Bahashim, and the name Yahweh Shai, who are so-called dark-skinned men, so-called black men, according to the Bible. All right, back at with another lesson. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect. Title of this lesson: this is a woman's purpose according to the Bible versus how women's purpose is in this world. Okay, it's again a woman's purpose according to the Bible versus how woman's purpose in the world. Okay, so this is a lesson I want to get into through the Spirit. This actually inspired me from a lesson that Apostle Gabar has done, and I wanted to lamb up a little bit onto it. But what I wanted to get onto, and I don't know how long this lesson is going to be, we're just going to go through the Spirit. We're going to do a quick comparison between how women are supposed to move. And when I'm talking about women, I'm really talking about the Israelite woman, the so-called Negro black woman, the Latino Hispanic woman, and the Native American West Indian woman. Okay? The 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. You women. Because that's the only woman we care about. We don't care about no other heathen nation woman. Okay? But, so like I said, we're going to do a two comparison of how an Israelite woman is supposed to move according to the Bible, and then showing how she's actively moving now. Because a woman now is not doing the will of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. This doesn't go towards you sisters out there who are, in the truth and who are sincere. Okay, so this doesn't apply to you. If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, then this lesson doesn't apply to you. Okay? May Yahweh Bashim Al Shai continue to bless you sincere sisters. But what we're going to start is the purpose of a woman living according to the Bible, but we're going to get into the definition of what a woman is. Okay? This is in the etymon. It's a woman. Word woman, it's a noun. It means a woman, female servant. Okay? Which, when we say this video is probably going to get taken down low, and it doesn't. And even if it makes you upset, then, like as Apostle Bar said in his video, and this probably applies to you if you have to get upset about it. So, once again, it says a woman, female servant, okay? And this is already going to run through a lot of women's mind. I'm not a slave. I'm not a slave. I'm not your slave. I'm not about to be treated like a pile of trash and garbage, and that's not what it means, man. The definition of a woman, of a wife, is a helpmeet, man, because we even got this definition of a wife. It says a married woman considered in relation to her spouse, a helpmeet. A helpmate, okay? A helpmeet, a helpful companion or partner, especially one's husband or wife. Helpmate, a helpful companion or partner, especially to one's husband or wife. A helpmeet, man. Okay? And a woman's purpose, according to the Bible, is she needs to, listen and follow to her man. A man of the Lord. Okay? And that's her sole purpose, okay? Because that's your Lord, okay? This is let's get some scriptures real quick to prove the point. We'll get Ecclesiastes, better known as well as Sirach. Ecclesiastes 36:24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession. Women are possessions, okay? A help like unto himself, a pillar of rest. Okay? And that's how a woman's supposed to be. When you get a woman, if you end up having a woman, she's not supposed to be a headache. She's not supposed to be a burden. Because you having to dealing with this world, especially if you're a servant of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai and all the hell that you be catching, and you have a woman, she's supposed to, even though she does the opposite, but she's supposed to be a pillar of rest. Okay? Give you something to come home and relax to. Okay? That's one of a woman's purpose, man. Okay? Let's get Genesis. I believe it's 2:18. Just to prove up the definition of the wife. It says Genesis 2:18. And the Lord Yahweh said, "It is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helpmeet for him." Alright? And the Lord made man and woman to keep a bloodline going, to keep a generation flowing. Okay? Because we'll also get this. Also in the book of Genesis. Be 1:22. And the Most High blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters and the seas, and let fowl multiply in the earth." And that's the whole point as well of man and woman to have sex. Alright, to multiply and to keep a generation going. Okay? Be fruitful, multiply, have sex. Okay? That's the whole point of sex. Okay? Yeah, there's good feeling tensions when having it, but the whole point is to just bring in and continue your seed line going. Okay? That's another point of a woman's purpose, to bring in more seeds. A man to plant his seed, because it's just like a woman is like the earth. Okay? When a man plants his seed in the earth, it grows, man. It grows to having more trees and more plants, and keep the land multiplying in herbs and in grass and the trees, man, and to keep food growing. How it multiplies. You see, when you keep planting trees, you over time you see them grow. You just keep planting seeds. Okay? So let's also get this as well. 1 Corinthians 11:9. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. Because we now live in a time now to where women think that they should be put on a pedestal and to be served by men. No. You women are supposed to be serving us. Right now we live in this world with Esau Edom that he flipped it. Making women think they got liberation, making them think they gotta say so. Always gotta input in, always dealing with their feelings. But that's not how a woman, according to the Bible, is supposed to move. Now, we don't treat women, you don't walk around treat women like garbage, but you treat her according to the Bible. And what we're just getting are scriptures of how a woman is supposed to be. A pillar of rest, not a tyrant, not having a whole attitude, you know. Where you been, nigga? Where you been? Just to come home and nag you, especially if you know that you had a long day. It's weird. When a woman knows you have a long day, she puts more hell on you. There's always something. Okay? That's not a woman that's supposed to move according to the Bible. And we're going to get into that. We're going to get into how women in this world act. This is their purpose. Which, that purpose of this world, of Esau Edom's kingdom, is wrong, man. Okay? So, I believe we got that out of the way. Of a woman's purpose. Okay? She's supposed to follow her man. Okay? Who's righteous, who's living righteously. Okay? So, I believe like I said, I believe we got that out of the way. Now let's get to how women's purposes are in this world, this corrupt world, this wicked society. Okay? Like I said, this is probably gonna piss a lot of wicked women. It's probably gonna rub them wrong, but hey, this is how the Most High has it set for you, how you're supposed to act, man. Okay? Supposed to be a pillar of rest, not a headache for your man. Despite of what he's doing, you're not supposed to give him a headache, man. And then most women saying that he cheats. Men don't cheat. There's no such thing as cheating. Okay? There's a thing called adultery, and the only thing a man can go off of committing adultery is if he sleeps with a woman that has a man at home. If he finds out that she has a woman and continues to mess with her, and he's committing adultery and he's going off, and that's a sin worthy of death. Men can have multiple women. The scripture said in Genesis 1:22, be fruitful and multiply. Have a lot of sex. Okay? To keep the generation going. So let's get back into Ecclesiastes, other known as Sirach. I believe it's 25, 19, and we'll do down to 24. Ecclesiastes 25 and 19. All wickedness would be little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. As the climbing up a sandy ways is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire not for her pleasure. Okay, so, and that's, an Apostle Kabar was getting to that as well. I believe so in the lesson, don't just go after her just because she has a nice body, a nice rack, and a nice bottom, man. And that shouldn't be your only reason of why you should be, going after a woman. Because especially in this time, man, these women that be looking, and I was thinking this to myself the other day, the women that are like, the most good looking be the worst. And, even women that are not, the greatest looking, they're trouble too. But most women that got that, feminine, amazing beauty be the most, like I said, most tyrant, most headache, most corrupt. Okay? So don't stumble over her beauties. I'll read it again. Sirach 25 and 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. Verse 22. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger and prudence and much reproach. A wicked woman abideth the courage, maketh a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in stress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. And we say Esau Edom is wicked, so are our women, man, because they follow after the so-called white man. Okay, doing all these wicked acts. She's just as bad as him, like his brothers say, and I know I say it. Eve is Esau's co-pilot, man. She's that's his right-hand woman, right-hand man. All right, and the only reason our women are acting like this today is because of our disobedience with the Heavenly Father, because we are likened unto the Most High's wife, man, and we committed spiritual adultery by following after these other gods and worshiping these other idols, man. Okay, so this is why the Lord has our women, acting them up, because there's a reason for everything, man. When you sit here and wonder, why is this happening? Why is this happening? It's because of our disobedience. That's why we're underneath the curses. This is part of the curses. Okay, but I'll read this again. Ecclesiastes 25 and 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. All right, and a lot of men out here go out their wits for women. Okay, they kill for women, they steal for women, they lie for women, and more importantly, they die for women. Like as in when committing adultery, when you're sleeping with a woman and she has a man, and then you're doing what you're doing with her, committing abominable acts, and then the husband comes home and finds you, man. Most of the time these men get beaten up, chased, and killed, man. Okay, so we'll get this as well. And then the women, they never have to hold anything accountable, have no responsibilities. These women walk around pridefully, thinking that they can walk around untouched. Okay? But all that's about to end, because the Lord is about to come through and show you women that you should have been listening and getting with a man of the Lord. You should have. And like I said, this is not going towards the sisters. But as you wicked women out there that had men in the Lord in their possession and left them for what reason? Talking, and even if you do have one, treating him like he's nothing, the Lord's gonna hold you accountable for these things, man. Okay. Proverbs 30 and I believe it's 20. Yeah, Proverbs 30 and 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness. Okay, yeah, so these women be committing adultery, because these women be stepping out on a lot of men. You can see it, and then these women get praised for it. They be like, do you, girl, let no man hold you down, do you, boo-boo, you're entitled, yeah, girl, I would have left him too because he's not treating you right. He's not living to his full potential to you. You know, all these things that's wicked, man. It doesn't matter how your man is when you get with him, you know, and he's, especially if he's following Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, you're supposed to stick by him, man. Okay? Most women leave him because of the unsatisfiedment in the bed, sadly. He may not be having a amount of money, or he, you know, has another woman, or she caught him with another woman. Those are like the main three that women, you know, leave. Okay, they step out and commit adultery because people don't know that according to the Bible, sex is marriage. Okay, people think of marriage as in, you know, a wedding and signing off on documents and paperworks and having this giant party, a wedding gathering. You know, that's not marriage, man. It doesn't talk about that in the Bible, according to the Bible. Okay, that's heathen customs. That's Esau Edom. Okay, having you go through all these papers. Then it's a hassle when getting the papers and even going through it with divorce papers, man. Okay? You know, I'll be watching podcasts like Fresh and Fit and Kevin Samuels and Steph is Cold, you know. Stuff, these guys, they, you know, when you check the statistics, they, you know, 80% of women step out on men with divorce. Okay? That's what they say. But we see that these women are very adulterous, man. We'll read this again, Proverbs 30 and 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth, and say that I have no wickedness. Like, she has no responsibility of her actions. A woman in this society can get away with murder. Okay? Even if she has to serve a little bit of time. Like, even if there's a way that it's possibility that she can only serve 5 years and get out with possible parole. That's possible. Like, I guess Apostle Bar was getting into a slap on the wrist. That's basically a slap on the wrist. But if a man, especially an Israelite man, and say he killed somebody, oh no, he might be getting a death penalty. They're going to throw the book at him. He getting 25 to life. Possible no parole. Okay? Show you that this world is catered to women. Okay? This feminist, wicked, demonic society. Okay? Let's get the book of Ecclesiastes. I believe it's 7 and 26. Ecclesiastes 7 and 26. But I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, which I believe nets goes into traps. He said traps. And her hands as bands, who pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Right? And these women set up traps. Like, when you get a woman pregnant, you know, and things don't work out, she puts you on trial support, and you have to deal with the whole court system, not letting you see your child, all these type of things these women do. You know, they set traps. Okay? I believe Apostle Paul said, and I could be wrong, but don't quote me on, I believe Apostle Paul said, you know, it's better to not have a woman than to have a woman. I believe it. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. Baba Shah, got on, brothers don't mind. Yeah, I think it says better to not marry. Basically, I think it's brotherly advice it's getting to. I believe this is it. 1 Corinthians 7 and 9. No, that's not it. Bear with me for 1 second. Salaki, I don't think that was it. You know, brothers know what I'm talking about. Baba Gashad, drop it in the comment box, though. I'm trying to think of that script, but I couldn't remember it, so Salaki. But I'll read this again. Ecclesiastes 7:26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands is bands, who pleases the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinners shall be taken by her. Okay? And these women out here, man, they're just crazy, man. Okay? Because it's that wickedness, it's the sin that these women are committing. Alright? Like I said, they're Esau Edom's co-pilot. They right next to him when it comes to wickedness. Okay? Let's get this. Isaiah 3:12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. You know how they say this is a. They used to say this is a dog eat dog world, or this is a man's world. You know, it's a woman's world, man. Because women right now are on top. They have better opportunities. They have more input. They have more of a voice. You know, women are trying to be like men. They push it now to where it's like, if you're just trying to be a man and put your foot down and stand up and take leadership, you're toxic. This is toxic masculinity. He's aggressive. He's abusive. But you're just trying to have your duty of be a man, but at the same time they're doing that, they're still wandering around there saying, where are the real men at? Well, you're not letting the real man be a man. You really want to be the man. Because women nowadays want to have the feminine, but as well, which they're not really being feminine, but they want to be having the rights and privilege of women, but also have the authority of man leadership, which that's not how it works. Okay, it doesn't work out. Women can't lead. They deal with everything with emotions because they are emotional creatures. The scriptures talk about them being the weaker vessel. Okay, women can't do what men can do. Okay. But I'll read this again. Isaiah 3:12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of their path. And these women, they destroy homes. They destroy a man. They destroy the children. Okay. These women got their daughters at 2 years old dressing like sluts. That's disgusting, man. Okay, we got these women out here that are complete whores, man. Okay, you got our men growing up, because when a single mother raises a son or sons, you know, these are the top things that he becomes when he gets older. He's either a drug dealer, a felon, a murderer, and a homosexual, man. And that's just facts, because there's no male figure in the household, especially no male figure of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Okay. Because I believe it's in Deuteronomy. Trying to paraphrase it real quick. I know it's Deuteronomy. I don't remember. Yeah. Deuteronomy 23:17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor the sodomite of the sons of Israel. So it shouldn't be no whores of the nation of Israel, man. No Negro, Latino, and Native American. And there shouldn't be no sodomite, you know, which in other words, for no homosexuals. Okay? And that's what a lot of these women be pushing. They push, you know, a man to be feminine. I guess show more of his feelings, which is nothing wrong for a man to have feelings, but at the same time, you know, be assertive, be a man. Okay, you can let a woman know you care about her, but they push the narrative of you being just a weak, whiny wimp. Okay, which turn these men feminine and weak, and to, you know, turn them into sodomites, homosexuals. Okay. Let's get Second Ezra. Yeah, as Apostle Gabar said, you know, and it's true, the Bible doesn't speak too kindly when it comes to women. Okay? Because our women are so wicked, man. And the Lord is going to destroy a lot of you women who are not right in the eyes of Yahweh Shemel Shai, a lot of you women are gonna die, man. Women outnumber us 7-1. There's more women on the planet Earth than men, so we're gonna see a lot of, and men are gonna get it too, and children, but we're gonna see a lot of more women die than anybody. Okay, why? Because y'all wanted to be rambunctious, you wanted to be rebellious, you wanted to be sottish, you wanted to be loudmouth, you wanted to walk around with, you know, the vibration of, nigga, you can't tell me what to do. Even when she has a man, whether she doesn't have a man or have a man, it's always, nigga, you can't tell me what I can and can't do. Nigga, you can't tell me what I can and can't say. But the scriptures debunk all that. 2 Ezra 5:8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. So let's get this. Let me see if I can. Something's telling me to get out this definition of menstruous. I forgot how to spell it. Menstruous. It's going into it says relating to or in the process of menstruation. So let's get the definition of menstruation. It says for menstruation, it says the process in a woman of discharging blood and other materials from the lining of the uterus at intervals of about 1 lunar month from puberty unto menopause, except during pregnancy. But it says it's a curse. It says the word curse, but I don't think that's what I was trying to really get into. So I think they meant something different. But it says menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. Okay, having these kids run amok. Have you seen, and we've all seen it on video and in person, brothers, of how women act when it comes to kids, these single mothers. We've seen it on, you know, and a lot of guys, these red pill, blue pill guys, you know, these red pill men who are on these podcasts talking about how single mothers, how they're, you know, they're very terrible, man. Don't be with single mothers. Okay? Because these kids, you know, they don't teach their kids, tell the kids what to do. Twerking in front of the kids, shaking their ass in front of the kids, feeding their kids just terrible food, let them do whatever they say, talk back, don't discipline them, because there's no male figure in the house, man. You see how some children how they act when there's a man in the household and there's not, and the ones that don't have one be the ones that, you know, are monsters children. Okay, little badass kids, baby kids. Okay. There's too much wickedness on this planet Earth. Matter of fact, actually, I'll get this first. Job 39:17. Because the Most High hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. Yeah, women think that they can outsmart men just because they're in schools and colleges. They think that they're better than men. No, but men are better than women. There is no equality. They say 50-50 this, 50-50 that. No. A man is a ruling class. This is the standard. It's a tier list. It's Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, like it's Yahweh, his son Yahweh Shai, men, women, and children, man. It's a list, man. Women are trying to be over men. You know, you're messing up the list. That's just how the Lord had it set, man. Back in 1 Corinthians, you know, the man wasn't for the woman, but the woman for the man. The Lord made you for me, to serve me. Okay? You're going to get saved for serving a man of the Lord. And the man of the Lord is going to get saved for serving Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay, that's just it. That's just how the Lord has it set and ordained. And that's what a lot of you women out here fail to realize. because this westernized wicked society has taught you otherwise. I'm independent. I don't need no man. And the only reason why they say they don't need a man, they're independent, is just because of money. But they'll need a man for anything else. You need men to have children. You know, you need men to lead you. You require men to build your homes, right? You know? So you need a man. You really need a man of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay? Proverbs 9:13. A foolish woman is clamorous, which clamorous means loud. She is simple and knoweth nothing. Okay, and what group of women on the planet Earth are loud as hell? Israelite women, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and preferably the so-called black woman. She's loud. She's always loud and screaming and yelling. All right, whether she's in a good mood or bad mood, she's always just loud and yelly. Okay? I also want to get this word accountability, which a lot of these women don't have. This is the fact or condition of being accountable. Responsibilities. Women have no responsibility, they have no liability. They don't have no obedience. They don't have discipline. Okay? All they know is I'm outside. All these women know is Takis, McDonald's, Starbucks, and Crocs. And Hot Girl Summer. That's all they fucking know. Don't even know how to cook or clean, and on top of that, keep a man. You know? It's a lot of y'all women's fault. Okay? Like I said, it's really our fault because our disobedience of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, why you women act the way you act anyway. But on top of that, it's your fault to why as well that you can't keep a man or keep a man in the Lord. Okay? So that's the purpose. That's how women's purposes are. That's how they act in this world. Is to be chaotic, rambunctious, rebellious, loud, having no type of responsibility or accountability or disobedience. Or no obedience, man. Don't know how to be obedient. Okay? So, you know, I believe that's it. I feel like I touched up. I feel like the point was already made. Brothers, if y'all got any more precepts, Baba Gashah, drop them in the comment box below, Baba Gashah. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the elect. And before I close, I want to give all praises and glory honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that's pushing this word through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Shai. And you brothers keep fighting this good fight of faith. Call me Asherallah. We're almost out of here. Shalom and a Baba Ball.